Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition here. It's Sunday here in Canada, 5:30 in the afternoon here, and it's Easter Sunday. And I hope everyone had the great long weekend. So we're just gonna start here. We're just gonna discuss this uh, junior doctors strike could delay 250,000 appointments, say NHS bosses. There it is. Hope you can see it clearly. I just hope so. Right? Okay, just gonna move it. Right there. BBC. Junior doctor strike could hit up to a quarter of a million appointments. So why this is so important? Because a lot of these patients gonna be will have to be pushed back on their appointments. So especially those who have surgeries, critical surgeries, they will gonna have to wait until these doctors come back. So these are 47,000 junior doctors set to strike for 96 hours this week in a dispute over pay. So why are they going on a strike? Because remember what the inflation rate in UK. So let's see. I'm not prepared actually to. So I actually have this on my but um okay, so here it is. Consumer price index rose by 10.4% in the 12 months to February 2023. So in January they were at 10.1. So it went up by 0.3 percent, 0.3 yeah, 0.3% to 10.4. So we're gonna have to expect that in the next few days, yeah, probably the end of this coming week, all these economic data is coming out in Canada, in the US, in UK, in Europe, and we can expect that CPI numbers will be much higher in uh, in the UK. So you know if the CPI, if inflation rate is at 10.4%, meaning you work now and you get your salary after 2 weeks, and it's 10.4% less, the value is 10.4% less than when you started working for that cash, for that salary. That's the reason why it's like the dog chasing its own tail. Like, how can you they cannot control the inflation now, because to control inflation they have to raise their interest rate higher than the inflation rate. So why can't they do that? Like, if you want to control in the UK, so their inflation rate is at 10.4%. So why not raise it to 15%, the interest rate? They cannot do that because they are so much in debt that it will bankrupt the government, meaning the government cannot pay for its debt with 10% interest rate on their debt. They're gonna drown, and UK government will go bankrupt. That's the reason why they cannot raise it so much higher, that to control inflation. They're just actually raising it to their terminal rate, but they're not even going to their terminal rate, which is, I don't know. Terminal rate is actually the rate uh, where they can go up high, uh, and up to a point where inflation will soften up, but they can't even do that, because the terminal rate probably is around 5-6%, and inflation is at inflation at 10.4%, why would I even want to keep my money in the banks when all the banks are failing? Like, say, like, if I were in the UK, I'm not gonna let my bank sit in the banks, my money or my cash sit in the banks, knowing that the banks are very vulnerable right now, um, and I'm losing 10.4% of the value of my cash if I let it sit there, because the bank's not gonna give me interest of obviously they're not gonna give me 10.4%, just to even out the effect of inflation, because they have to make money too, right? So they're probably going to give me at the most 3%, which is I'm still on the losing end, right? In terms of the devaluing of the cash that I have deposited, and then losing also the value of that, the interest that I'm getting from them, right? It's a double whammy. So that's the reason why these all these people are going on strike, right? Because you work now, and 2 weeks from now, your salary is worth 10.4% less, right? And so that's the reason why this is just a dog chasing its own tail. They raise the salary of these doctors. They're gonna have more purchasing power. They're gonna and then everyone else gonna demand salary increase. So the cycle will just gonna go on, and until they're gonna blow up and hyperinflation hits everyone without them even knowing it, right? And everyone's rushing in, and once they get their cash, their salary, they're gonna buy out whatever they can get their hands on, because it's more valuable than the currency that they have on hand, right? Because this currency is just a paper with numbers printed on it that says this is the only currency or the cash that you can use here in, say, whatever country, right? It is just a fiat currency that the government decrees that it's a legal tender, when actually it's just a piece of paper with digits written on it. So what are you gonna do, right? Just what happened in Venezuela and all these countries where they have hyperinflation, Argentina, Syria, Lebanon. So we are in for a rough ride, and I hope everyone have their seatbelts on, because it's gonna be a rocky one. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is Renan, and you're watching Stock It Wise. I hope see you on the when everything blows up, and I mean when everything implodes right in front of us. I hope everyone have their have something to hold on to, like a tangible asset. Again, thank you so much. Bye bye.